What's going good? Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, whatever everybody watches tonight. You guys are all having a lovely, splendid, fantastic day. Currently, as you can see here, we're on some Left 4 Dead 2. We're going to be playing some versus today. And I thought today I would do a sort of special type of video where I just kind of yap about kind of how I've learned to improve at this game a lot more and how I've learned to get better. Because, like, granted, I want to clarify this, I'm not very good. I'm not, like, fucking top 100 in the world, like, one of the best players ever, especially because of the fact that I'm on console. Like, most certainly not. And especially when we're talking about straight-up campaign, I'm especially not that, like, fantastic there. Because a lot of my time that I've played is in versus, rather than any, like, campaign. Now, granted, me being good at versus, or, like, mediocre or decent, does translate over to that to an extent. I'll say that for sure. Don't get me wrong, that definitely still, changes how good I am. But a lot of that does change based off the fact that it's a lot of playtime. I've got, like, nearly 300 hours to play this game. So I've played this game a lot, and I've played this game for a lot of time. And a lot of my, like, gameplay skill just comes from my knowledge of the game and how exactly I play the game. What I do in the game, all of that stuff just comes down to my decision making based off of how long I've played the game for and all that sort of stuff.
Hey, look at this here.
And so, due to my playtime, I have a lot of knowledge on what exactly goes on. Exactly what you can do and what you should do in those situations. And so I just thought I'd do a video where I could just kind of talk about how a lot of you guys can improve. Because I know, especially now, there's not a lot of videos and not a lot of YouTubers who do anything like that. And especially in terms of console as well. I don't think there's, like, any YouTubers who do something like that for console. Now, as you can see here, I ran to the far back. Once you run far enough away from the survivors, you can press X or I think it's whatever your, like, teleport button on the zombies is, or whatever, like, you're playing on. Like, I don't know what it would be for PC, but for consoles, it's X. And it's basically just your interact button. That button will allow you to teleport to the survivors wherever they're at. It will allow you to basically just respawn. No matter how much HP you're at, no matter any of that, it'll let you respawn. Now granted, if you do that respawn, you will not have a lot of health. You will not have hardly any health at all. Depending on what HP you're at. Now, if you're already at a low HP, then obviously, if you're already at a low HP, then it's going to mean you're going to respawn at a low HP. It'll just keep you at the HP that you're already at. I just got boomer biled on. No, he's getting the shoves off on me. No way, none of those landed? Are you serious? What happened to our smoker? Oh, he respawned back there. I thought he was respawning on this guy. No, I sold. But a lot of the time, a lot of your situations will come down to sometimes just respawning. Because sometimes that is the best thing to do, is just respawn, reset, respawn with your team, even if you're damaged, even if you're at like 1 HP, still respawning at all and getting damage and kill is helpful. Like, if his team was still alive, me sitting here meleeing him means he's going to die 10 times faster, simply because of the fact that I'm getting extra damage. Like, that is a lot of the times the case where you want to focus on, is just doing what you can with what you have. So, let's say if I'm on a spitter, and I don't necessarily have anyone too crazy good on my team who's going to get a ton of grabs. A lot of the times you can find situations where you can kind of cut off people from the rest of their team. So, let's say you spit right where they have to travel through, and one guy walked forward, everyone else hasn't. They can walk through the spit still, don't get me wrong, but they have to take damage for that. They have to sacrifice the health for giving you less time. But on a technical level, if they get down to yellow, then they give you more time anyways because they're going to travel slower. And they're going to have to heal or reset, any of that stuff. And so a lot of it is just coming down to the idea of, oh, hey, it's trade-offs.
Hey, check it out, man. That's a
It's
midnight ride.
what do you think works better for the current situation? What do you think will benefit you the most for the current situation? Like even here, you have to decide whether or not you want the MAC-10 that's suppressed or the pump shotgun. Because technically speaking, the pump shotgun's better. It does a lot of damage. It does more. It does some of the most damage in the entire game. But it's the pump shotgun. It is extremely inaccurate, and if you don't do the melee glitch where it like makes it so that you don't have to cock it again, then it can be very slow firing.
You want to watch where you're shooting?
And a lot of the time, it just comes off to trade-offs. Like, oh wait, what do you want? What do you want to do? How do you want to play the situation? What are you willing to give up to play a situation in a different way? Are you willing to give up HP to move faster and move through a spitter's goo? Like, are you willing to just full send it through a horde event? Just purely to do it? Like, a lot of the times, it just comes down to what are you willing to sacrifice for something else? Like here, am I willing to B-hop to leave my coach behind in a manner? And do I think he'll be able to catch up? Do I think he'll be able to get up to me? Like, all that stuff. It's all up to, like, what are you willing to do instead of something else? Or in spite of something else that could have. I was gonna try to get it right. Like there, I had to pick between the Scar, the Shoddy, or the Sniper. Because despite the fact that I already knew one of my teammates took a Sniper, and despite the fact that I already knew one of my teammates had Scars, like two of my teammates here, they have Scars. We have 3 teammates with Scars, and I'm the only person with a Sniper. Would I rather be the only person with a Sniper, or would I rather be the only person with a, like, shotgun? But due to my knowledge of, oh hey, we are going to get likely a shotgun spawn up here. I'm fine with trading off my, like, my ability with that to be able to end up with the Sniper. Because of the fact that no one else had Sniper, I knew that it was way less likely that my teammates are going to run Sniper. This is the exact reason for it. It's because Sniper can be really helpful in these situations. Now, granted, I was expecting them to be able to grab theirs sooner because of the fact that they had 3 ARs, but sometimes that just doesn't happen, man. And with how accurate the snipers are, if you're really good with them, it's really, really helpful. Okay, I'm gonna run Shoddy here, though.
Check it out, Kittyland. I want to ride one, just one.
Because, sadly, in this situation, we're kind of screwed because we have 2 ARs, no snipers, and we've got 2 shots. I just got a tank. That is a tank, okay. Well, I guess this is a good situation to show you guys how to play against a tank. And if I get the tank, I'll show you guys how to play as well. Because really, it is not too difficult to understand. Now, this is bad for me. This is really, really bad. Because now I'm yellow HP, I'm boomed on, I got smoker grabbed, I got slashed, all that stuff. Like, this is not a good situation for me to be in. And if their tank can close the distance on me, I'm dead here. Like, I will go down and I will possibly get full kill. But he's not focusing on me. He's focusing on my other tanks. Now, my Ellis is sacrificing himself, I guess, to res our coach despite being spitting.
God damn it! Gonna heal.
I was gonna be res, but whatever. That works. Now there, I shouldn't have probably healed, but I did think the tank was going to survive longer. And with the fact that we're all low here, I'd rather be high health than because the lower HP I am, the more likely I am to get screwed over in this situation. I I need to try to get screwed over as little as possible due to the fact that my teammates seem to be a little less ready for certain things, for certain attacks. Granted, I wasn't ready for that because it's but they're good at defending, they're just not really good at defending themselves.
This is nasty.
Now here, I'm just going to hold down this front side. Apparently everyone is doing that because we're moving forward despite the middle. And fair enough, if there's a skitter here, then we'll screw it. I said.
Hey! Everybody grab a weapon.
So I'm gonna hop in here. How many of you guys are running? Everyone's running. Okay. Now, if I wasn't the only person running a shotgun in this situation, I would be running probably the AK as well. Really, because the AK is one of the best weapons. And in this map in particular, the AK can do a lot, especially with the close ranges that you can get to. So now, here in this area is a very big contested spot. Now my coach just completely screwed up and ruined our entire chances of mollying their entire zombie spawns up there. But basically the issue with this area is that you can get a death charge. Not a full death, but a down charge. That means that if a charger grabs you here, you will go in. Now, he messed it up completely. He didn't get the charge that he should have got probably for that. But, like, they still did a good attack. They did what they needed to. They did a good job. Now, the main thing here, though, is that you have to be very careful about that spot because of the charger. If that charger was any smarter, he would have been able to get a knock, because both my coach and my Ellis ruined their positioning by positioning right in front of the ladder. They just walked backwards and were just standing there. If they were grabbed by that charger there, that is the freest damage. And possibly even a kill, depending on what exactly the is.
I'm a reload.
Now they did right by doing 2 up top instantly, but what they didn't do right is more so just the idea that they did 2 up top, which is good. They played that properly, and they did the right play. But despite them doing the right play, they still messed it up by not really being careful on what they were doing. And not being fully intelligent on how exactly they were going to play that situation. If there's any issue you can make there is just instantly rushing it. Because that's what they did. They weren't calm, they weren't cautious about it, they weren't careful. Like, I think that they realized that there was going to be the charger thing there, but they still played it extremely fast. The reason I think that they did in fact know that is because of the fact that they ran. They instantly ran. And they did 2 rather than just 1. Like, that's the right play there. But you need to be a lot more careful there and realize what spawns there. Because they had a jockey, a spitter, they had they had all of that stuff. They had a smoker, and they had the charger. Now, if they had a boomer, then they were probably even more screwed, because they would have commons on top of that, on top of all the specials. And on top of all of that, they would have had to deal with the fact that they were going to get absolutely messed up because they were going to be blind. That is the whole entire reason why the boomer is one of the most important and best special effects, is the fact that he blinds. Yeah, I can't make that.
You don't have time for this.
But he blinds you. He makes it so you can't see. And that is, like, one of the best aspects you can have in this. As an FPS game, if you get blinded, you are going to get messed up. You aren't going to be able to fight back. Now, granted, it's not like a complete blind. Like, you can still sort of see through the boom. But still, it is still going to be a negative for you because of the fact that, oh, hey, you're blind. You can't really see as well as you could just regularly. And so that causes a lot of issues for a lot of players, and that causes a lot of players to
Hey,
mess
check it
up.
out, man.
And if
That's a midnight
I
rider.
think if they boomed on them there, they might have got a full kill, if I'm being honest, because we weren't able to move up. They had the right spitter area there. They grabbed him with a smoker. Like, if they had a boomer instead of a jockey, I think they get a free down. If not a free, well, they obviously got it down, but I think they get a free kill there. Over here. Got a 2 damage bounce, nice. And that's all you have to do there. In this early attack is just body block, get as much damage as possible. Like, you see, we have 30 damage on one teammate, 6 on one, 4 on one. I don't have any damage somehow, despite me getting a 2 damage pounce and also clawing him while he was grabbed by me, but I guess sometimes it just doesn't read it. Now, there's a lot to take into consider here. Is their HP, how many heals they have, what heals they have, what weapons they have. If he would have grabbed Nicholas any faster, we probably would have been able to get a good damage there. But that's okay. I mean, shoot, look at their coach's HP. Their coach is messed up. And he's boomed on right now. And they just shot a gas can in front of them, which means that we have more time to get our respawns back. A lot of the time when you're on zombies and when you're on special infected, you have to play around your spawns and you have to play around the timer. You have to know what gives you more time, what allows you to stay alive for longest, what allows you to respawn faster. Like, just what works in general the most. Oh, wait, what? What happened to my charger? How did my charger die? Did he not get the charge? Oh, Lord. That's my bad. I should have realized that. I should have looked over there. Because if I realized he didn't get the charge, I would have been able to grab him with the jockey and pull him back, which would have been way better than just us charging him into the corner. But, so good. But, now this is not how you want to play tank. This is not the way to play tank at all. As you can see here, my teammate is just running out in the open. They threw a Molotov on him. Fire is the best counter to tanks and versus. Like, bar none. Like, nothing will kill a tank faster than setting him on fire and just shooting him over and over and over again. The reasoning for that is because the fire lasts forever unless there's water. Unless you have a lake or a pond or something like that, there is no way to make it so that the tank isn't on fire. So the moment you get hit by a Molotov, your time is limited with the tank. You have a massive health bar, but you don't have infinite health. Like, you are still very killable. And so that's the issue that I see with a lot of tanks, as you can see there, by how my teammate played off. Oh, I messed up my spit by playing it, or as if they were going to lock it in. But I still block it off for a second so they can't actually walk in there. But either way, like, that's the issue with a lot of tank players that I notice, is that they instantly go to messing up like that. They instantly go to rushing in, and they just go in and die. Even though the tank is, like, extremely powerful. The tank doesn't have infinite HP. Now, waste enough time to where we get at least one more spawn, if not 2 more, before they go up. And now, hopefully, we can get at least a guard here. No, my charger isn't setting up for the charge at all. He's... Oh, what are you doing? And I guess it gets me to grab. I might get a knock here, but... Yeah, that was terrible. I don't think my teammates fully realize how to play this game, if I'm being honest with y'all. And so this is kind of a bad way to, show you guys how to play as a team and stuff like that, because my teammates have no idea what is going on or what they're doing. So, no offense to these guys. These guys aren't terrible. They're pretty good on Survivor side. They're just special infected. They have not... They did not walk rockets. Like that. Nice. Distracted. Now the smoker should get another pull down. No, he messed it up. He ruined it. He ruined it so hard. Oh my god. But basically, a lot of the time on Special Infected, you're going to want to play around your team. And especially when you get a tank spawn, you're going to want to have everyone focus on trying to help out that tank. And the tank is the biggest supporter of it. And as the tank, you just want to block off sides. You want to block off and stop them from moving forward and taking space and gaining space. The farther they get, the more they score. So the more messed up you can make that, the better you are. Now you see here, we used all of our spawns, but now we have them trapped in a room. 2 of them boomed on. We had spit. We did good damage with the hunter and with the charger. They're down an entire teammate because their teammate walked too far forward like an idiot.
Reloading.
And now we get a stop a second before they make it to the ground level. Now they have to walk through here. Get the horde here. All that stuff. After already being stopped once and having to possibly use up heals.
Gates open.
I just distract them. I don't even have to fight. I don't even have to jump on them. I make them all look at me and make them all stare at me that entire time. That was good damage. Now they only have 2 pills left and they have a medkit. We're about to get another spawn. 10 seconds until we get our next one on our randoms. 4 seconds until we get my spawn.
Okay, it's on.
The whole entire play in this situation for me is play time. As you can see there, I spawn in instantly. I get 2 booms. That slows them down because of commons, and it allows my teammates to get grabs. This is the exact play you need in this situation. Now they're completely screwed because their Nicholas has to run out of spawn to save them. We're about to get 2 more spawns. We can grab this Nicholas hella easily. He's done. Yeah, he's dead. So, as you can see there, like, we played around each other. I got the boom. Jockey instantly goes in, gets the grab on the Rochelle, pulls her back, and in turn keeps the Ellis there. Because the Ellis has to focus on, 1, saving her from the Jockey, and is as well as that also boomed on. So he has to deal with 2 different things at once. He's boomed on, he has to save his Rochelle, his Nicholas completely left him, his coach was an idiot and died immediately. Like, that's the whole entire thing with playing around Special Infected, is that you have to play off of each other, and you have to learn how to make plays with Infected. Because, especially with the Boomer, I've heard so many people complain about the Boomer that I've played with. And so many of my friends just whine and complain about how the Boomer is and how the Boomer plays and all that stuff. The Boomer is the most powerful Infected. You just have to know how to play him. Like, genuinely, the Boomer can be, in some situations, stronger than any of them. Like, stronger than the tank, stronger than the Witch. Now, granted, the Witch isn't playable and is also not very strong in the first place, so it's understandable it's stronger than her, but, like, still, he can be stronger than the tank sometimes because of the way that he can instantly turn the tide of how stuff is going in a game. And how he can instantly cause a team to fall apart. You get a 4-man boom and your Special Infected follow up on that, you win. Like, genuinely, you can win instantly off of that alone. You get a 4-man boom in general. That slows down the enemy team so much because of the common Infected spawns. Like, commons, as you can see here, despite them hitting me, aren't doing a lot of damage. But you know how much time they're wasting right now making us sit here, despite it being a 2-man boom? They just made us sit there that entire time in a hallway just to kill a ton of commons. We aren't progressing through the map, we aren't able to gain any more supplies, we aren't looting, we aren't doing any of that. And we're just kind of stuck sitting there waiting for the boom to end. Because of the fact that we have 2 players that are blind. And we're just stuck. And that gives his teammates the possibility to now have spawns. When we might have made it all the way over here, and if he didn't get a 2-man boom, we're already over here, and we took no damage. We didn't get slowed down at all by the comments, nothing. However, instead, they got 3 spawns there. They got a decent amount of damage. They got decent infected. Could they have done more there? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, they could have. But they did enough for the situation. Nice. And also, as you can see right there, I want to mention this as well while I have the time. Learn skips. Learn things that just make the game move a little bit quicker. Learn things that allow you to move a little bit faster. And also, if you know skips, you don't always have to go for them. Oh, I'm trapped. Oh, here, run. I'm gonna get grabbed by a jockey and pulled down. Okay, we're good. But if you know a skip, you don't have to do it 24/7. Oh no, no, drop, please yourself. Go for it, fuck. No, fucking save her, please! Yes, she got down, okay, nice. Thank God. That is another one of these insta-death spots. Now that one's an actually insta-death spot, rather than just insta-down. Because if you get grabbed up there and you're pulled away from that hole, you cannot get back up. I don't think even a skip is able to get you back up. Like even a perfect B-hop up the hole or something like that. I don't think that there's a single way to get back up in any sort of meaningful manner. So you just can't get back up, no matter what you do. No matter how good you are, none of that. So that's another one of those spots that you have to be aware of and you have to play around because, oh hey, if we can grab someone there, they're done. They're like gone. They're dead, they're done. So you may ask why I'm not using my pipe bomb here, despite the fact that we have like a 3-4-man boom there. I don't know. Oh, it was only a 2-man boom and we got messed up that bad? Damn. Like I said, man, the booms can mess you up if you don't do it. That's good. But yeah, man, if you don't play against a boom right, you will fumble. I'm still gonna run the spaz here just purely because it's such a good weapon. But like, there's a lot of situations where certain things are really important. Here, if you have a charger or a smoker, you can instantly get a down or a instant knock. If you have a charger and you know what you're doing and you get lucky with it, you can get an insta kill. Now this is why I saved the pipe bomb.
You got your wish, Alice. We're on a ride.
The pipe bomb lands over there. Stops them. They have a smoker down there. I heard him spawn. Oh, he's over there. The smoker spawned in the wrong area. That's another reason why you should know where a lot of these spots are. Is because, also on top of it being important to know, I just messed up badly there by getting down. But another reason why you should know a lot of these spots is because, first of all, they benefit you, obviously, by just knowing the spots so you can win. But two, if you don't go for a spot like that, a lot of times your teammates will kick you. Like, if you have good teammates who know what they're doing, they will vote kick you. Because, oh hey, you just had a charger right in an area where, oh hey, there's well, this obviously the charger can't really do much here. There, oh, I guess you would do this here, which is kind of the same thing. But like, if you have a special infected in an area where you can do an insta kill, and you don't do the insta kill, you will get vote kicked a majority of the time. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. That almost always will happen. No matter how good you are, no matter how good you've done, a lot of the times, if you mess up majorly like that and you miss out your team on an insta-kill and on a possibility to win the match because of you will get vote kicked. And if I'm being honest, sometimes if I see my teammates do that stuff, I'll vote kick them myself. as well. Because that just ruined you the round, you know? Now sometimes obviously it is a little excessive, and the vote kicking thing is very excessive a lot of times. Like, a lot of the time, people will just vote kick for no reason. But especially if you don't know something like that, and you just completely miss it, then you're done for. You're gonna get vote kicked. Now, I only vote kick if someone, like, actually deserves it. Like, if they've done nothing good at all for my team, and they've absolutely messed up 24/7, like, every single chance that they've gotten, they've messed up, then that's the situation to where I'll be like, yeah, I am willing to vote kick someone. I usually won't ever start a vote kick just because I like new players to learn. I don't want to get someone booted from the lobby, but if it's a really close match and you are the entire issue on our team, then that situation will usually get you vote kicked. Not even by me a lot of the time, but by just anyone in the lobby, just purely because, oh hey, you messed up so hard so many times and you are the issue of our team. Yeah, you're probably gonna get kicked. And that's why I'm making this video as well, is because I know a lot of people are new to the game and are trying to learn. And that's good. I want people to be able to learn the game. And I want people to understand the game. I want people to understand a lot of the stuff about the game. But a lot of the time, you'll get vote kicked for messing up. And that's also why I'm trying to give you this video, is because it'll help you be able to not mess up so you don't get vote kicked. And it'll also just provide you a better and more enjoyable time. Oh, and that was a bad first bit, but I made up for it by slashing him while he was down, and then standing right on top of him as the spitter, because when you die as a spitter, you drop goo on where you died, and that also does damage as well. That scales very highly, very quickly. Because if you didn't know, the spitter's damage scales the longer that it's up and the longer that you stand in it. They just vote no to vote kicker. Now, if you're doing something like this, if you're that Rochelle, you were going to get vote kicked the majority of the time. And they just got their Ellis code. Oh, wait. No way. That Ellis and that Rochelle are the luckiest people in the world. That Rochelle should be vote kicked right now. Like, if I'm being completely honest with you. Because that is the second time in a row now that she has messed up completely. Because she was also in the game earlier. She was the coach that rage quit, I believe. She ran so far forward and then died. And then left because of that. And so if that is the same person, then she messed up twice in a row now. Now that Hunter should grab that. Oh, the Hunter messed up by not grabbing him when he was behind there, but that's alright. We slowed them down, we took time away from them, we made them have to wait. That's good, we did right there. Could we have done more damage? I think we could have done a lot more damage there, but I think we slowed them down enough to where it doesn't necessarily matter too much, but it is helpful the more damage you can get. I'll go on roof here, try to get spawned and slow them down. Now, with the boomer, you have to arc your boom a lot of the time, and especially in a situation like that, it is very smart to just drop and try to boom at the moment that you are, like, done with your drop, because a lot of the time, you won't be able to boom while you're in the air. I think you can boom if you're technically booming before you drop, but I have no idea how to do that, and I have no idea if that's even true, so don't take my word on that. But the boomer, a lot of the time, you'll also want to play for the death boom. Because when you die as the boomer, you will explode, and you can get a boom on top of it. And in front of them, get the... three-man boom, nice, yes. Smoker should be able to get that smoke. Oh, he missed it, but... That works as well. She might go down for that.
Reloading.
She's very nearly knocked, my lord. Bad, actually, I can't complain about that. Because sometimes that sort of pull is better than the one that I was mentioning. Because the one that I was mentioning goes based off of, knocking them off the edge, rather than actually getting a knock. It's a very different type of, thing. Pull them off the edge. Like that sort of knock. Rather than an actual full knock. Now they're all yellow here, so this tank rushing is the play. That is what you should do. Because, as a tank, you can't catch up to a green health survivor, but a survivor you can catch up to is any other health state. So yellow, orange, red, any of those ones you can catch up to them perfectly fine. You are faster than them. But if they're green, you are, I think, the exact same speed as them. Unless they, like, pop an adrenaline or something like that. Then in that case, obviously, they're going to be faster than you. But if you see, a lot of the times, if you see like a survivor, only one survivor at yellow, then you can't necessarily attack based off of that alone. But if you see multiple survivors at yellow, then that's when you attack. Like, you have to play based off of the HP that you see them at, and the HP that you think would work best to attack at. And also, it depends on where they're at on the map, if there's, like, knocks that you can get from just knocking them off of a high spot, like, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff very well depends on exactly what is going on and where you're shooting. Now, we've got 2 ARs, 1 shotty, so I'm going to run sniper here. A lot of the times as well, I'll tell a lot of new players to fill in the role that is not being used. Even if you're not really good with a weapon, it's still better to fill in the role of the weapon that isn't being used, or that is, like, less used than the other ones. Because you'll usually, what I say is do, like, 2 ARs, 1 shotty, 1 sniper, or 2 shotties, 1 AR, 1 sniper, or, like, 2, like, 1 of each at least, and then do, like, 2 on whatever one your teammates like most, or whatever one you like most.
Reloading.
Grabbing a shot.
Because a lot of the times that is more beneficial for you. Now sometimes, depending on the spawn room, you won't get all of them. Depending on the situation, you might not have all of them in general. Like, or sometimes it'll just be a better map for you to run 3 of the same one. All of that stuff just depends purely on your choice and on your teammates' choice.
Reloading.
What do you like? What do your teammates like? What do your teammates want to run with? Is it a wide open map where snipers are going to be by far the best, like the finale of Dark Carnival? Run snipers. Run like majority snipers. Run like 3 snipers, maybe 1 shotty, 1 AR. Because a lot of the times, you won't need anything but the snipers, especially if you have a military. Because in my opinion, the military sniper is the best gun in the game. No. Now granted, there are some situations where Spaz is better, or where the, like, AK is better, stuff like that. Those situations definitely exist, but I think that in a decent majority of times, I think that running a military sniper is going to be by far your best option, and is going to by far benefit you the most. And is going to help you, first of all, carry your team and win more matches than any other weapon. And the host disconnected. Okay then. I think I'll end the video off there. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that ending. That's fine. Even though the host disconnected and the whole entire lobby is going to crash. I appreciate you all. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys all in the next one. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments anything I missed. I'll probably make a second part to this and possibly a third part even. But I do appreciate you all. I hope you guys all have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you guys all later, and peace out, chat. Make sure to like and subscribe.